Ladies and gentlemen, what kind of Baltic Sea will our grandchildren have? That is definitely a question we all would like to have an answer, and hopefully the positive one, meaning healthy. So do we need time machine to see that in the future? Yeah, for sure, that would be good, but not necessarily, as we have seabed sediments that are archives of past environmental change, like for example, sea surface temperatures. And we can use modeling approach which provide scenarios of impact of climate change. So those are methods we have used in the INFLOW project. In the INFLOW project, we have collected several sediment cores on a transect. Let's see, do I have a arrow here? On a transect from the marine Skagerrak up to almost freshwater dominated Northern Sea and the East North Gulf of Finland. We have used several methods called about multi-proxy methods. Many proxies, just so two cases. One example is TEX86 biomarker that has been used to study sea surface temperatures, and the other one is the sediment fabric analysis, which can use to reconstruct history of oxygen and animal activity on the Baltic Sea floor. And you can see these tiny little creatures here in the sediment, and they produce different kind of traces which can be studied in the sediment cores. Our results so far, it's good. You need to remember, work is still ongoing. We still have work to do, but so far, integrated modeling and seabed sediment proxy studies reveal increased sea surface temperatures as well as extended seafloor anoxia in deep basins, also during earlier warm phases, like during medieval climate anomaly around 1,000 years ago. Here you have some pictures. Here you have 50 centimeter long sediment core from the present day down to 1,000 years old medieval climate anomaly sediments. Here in the right-hand side, you can see the sea surface temperatures. You can see that during around 1,000 years ago, we have around the same sea surface temperatures as today, and temperatures decreased towards the Little Ice Age. And then again, towards modern times, we have increased temperatures. At the same time, we had higher primary productivity during form phases, which decreased during the climate cool phases. And again, towards present day, we have high productivity, high eutrophication. And if we look sediments, we can see that during medieval climate anomaly, most all of the basins were anoxic. We did have laminated sediments there. Oxygen conditions improved towards the Little Ice Age, and again, oxygen conditions went towards less oxygen conditions and the laminated sediments in the present day sediments. Another important result is we can see strong natural variability both at millennial to multi-decadal timescale, which definitely will have some impact on the future Baltic Sea. And here's just again one example showing around 1,000 years old core, laminated medieval climate anomaly, then Little Ice Age, and again towards the modern times. We have high primary productivity during warm phases, as well as the laminated anoxic or hypoxic sediments during warm phases. And what is important, we can see high variability in these cases. We have geochemical proxies as well as benthic foraminiferas, which tell about those tiny little animal there, tell about saline water inflow events during that time, and which is quite important. We can see more of those during transition towards warm or cold phases, so during transitions. So what does that mean? Those observations on past changes together with model simulations suggest that ongoing climate warming that is predicted in IPC scenarios will increase the environmental problems of the Baltic Sea, for example, the anoxia or hypoxia in the sea. So it's not so it's a bit discouraging forecast for the future. We have anthropogenic loading, and then we have anthropogenic loading and climate warming together they are not very good. But in order to minimize the effect of sea surface temperature changes, nutrient loads need to be reduced in the future too. So in the INFLOW project we have 9 partners from 7 countries, and we all thank you for that attention and keep up your good work towards a healthier Baltic Sea. Thank you.